Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Lioness Queen to you, aka Leo the Lioness Queen, and if you happen to like what you see on this channel, please make sure to click that subscribe button and also like the video, and do not forget to subscribe to my main channel, which is of course Leo the Lioness Queen, and you can find that inside of the description link. Okay guys, I decided to bring the strawberries over to this channel, and in this video I am going to show you how to do a very beautiful chocolate covered strawberry dozen for Valentine's Day. A lot of people have been asking me to do another strawberry video, so I've decided to go ahead and do that, and I'm gonna be very detailed in the way in which I do it, okay? So please follow along. The first thing that you want to start off with is, of course, some beautiful strawberries, and as you see here, I have a container of Driscoll's berries. You can use any berries that you like, and these particular ones have the stems on them. They have the stems on them, and they usually come around in my area around Valentine's Day is usually when they come around. I usually do not prefer to use the stem ones, and the only reason why is because of the fact that I do not sit my strawberries down to dry. For those of you who have been watching me for a while, you guys know I use a foam floral board. I put 2 toothpicks inside the strawberries, and then I hang them up to dry. I do not like the little pool at the bottom, but I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by that. But if you're just starting off with covered strawberries, the first thing that you want to do, of course, is pick some great strawberries, okay? Now, these size right here, huge like this, if this is something that is not a regular thing within your area, I suggest that you do not use these, okay? And the only reason why I'm saying is because you don't want your customer base to get used to you having huge strawberries all the time. So if you do decide to use these huge strawberries like this and they're not widely available, make sure that you let your customers know that, you know, if you come back to me again, the strawberries may be a little smaller. Just be honest with them. And also too, the reason why I don't prefer to use huge strawberries like this is because when it comes to the packaging, depending on the type of packaging that you have, it could be hard to get the strawberries inside of particular boxes, okay? But we working with what we got. I would say like something like this is usually a nice size strawberry, because when you dip it in chocolate, the chocolate is going to put a thicker layer on top. And also when it comes to picking the strawberry, I tend to pick strawberries out the package that is red all the way around, usually when they are red all the way around, you can guarantee that it is going to be a nice juicy and sweet strawberry, okay? This one has a nice firm texture. You don't want them too juicy, but this one has a very nice firm texture. It's red all the way around, a beautiful size. So this is the strawberry that I would prefer to use. Each container, like when I have the regular containers, which you know are half this size, the ones that we're used to getting, I usually get 2 containers just to do 1 dozen of strawberries, because I thoroughly go through each strawberry. Now, they do not necessarily have to be the exact same size, but try to prevent from having one huge strawberry and this one like this, because it just doesn't look uniform. That's my personal opinion. Everything about the strawberries that I do is about presentation and neatness, okay? So we're going to put this one down. But also, while we're talking about what I prefer, like this right here, I don't like to use strawberries like this. That's just my personal preference, okay? But you see how this one is white, majority of it, that part right there is not going to be sweet. So that's why, again, I stick to the red all the way around, okay? So now the next thing we're going to move to is the chocolate that I use. As far as how to wash these strawberries, this is how I wash my strawberries. I get 1 part vinegar, 3 parts of water, and I immerse them in. And when they come out, they will be very, very clean. These have not been cleaned yet, but you will see the stems will be really green, and you want to make sure that you dry them thoroughly. But yes, 1 part vinegar, white vinegar, and 3 parts water. Submerge them in. Move them around with your hands real good so you can let all the dirt come off. And then take them out, dry them, and they will be clean, okay? So, like I said, the next part we're going to move to is the chocolate. And just stand by, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and now I'm going to show you the chocolate in which I usually use, okay? I get them from my local cake decorating store. That's where you can get it from. And then you also can look inside of my description link, and they are inside of my Amazon store, okay? These are the Merckins, or you can use Jatard, but these in particular are the Merckins chocolate, and these are 1 pound bags, okay? So we have the milk chocolate here. You can get dark chocolate if you choose, but usually, you know, your customers usually will pick between white chocolate and milk chocolate. Now this particular white chocolate right here is actually super white. This is super white Merckins. If you were to get the Jatard brand of white chocolate automatically comes super white. That's just what they offer. But when it comes to Merckins, you have white chocolate and then you have super white. I don't have any of the regular chocolate, the regular white chocolate left. So I have the super white. I prefer to use the super white. It just gives a better presentation to me. But you can look at my past videos on my other channel, Leo the Lioness Queen. Look inside of the Sugar XO playlist, and you will actually see a video that I did where I actually explained the difference. But these are the chocolates that you want to start with. When it comes to chocolate covered strawberries, the most important thing besides the strawberries is the type of chocolate that you use. It has to be melting chocolate, specifically for chocolate covered strawberries. And like I said, once again, the kind that I use is either Merckins chocolate or Jatard chocolate. They are easily found everywhere. Those are the two. I personally do not prefer Wilton's Candy Melts. I have heard that they have done some improvements as far as the formula or providing different melting wafers like at Michael's, but me, I stick to what works, and that is the chocolate. So now I'm going to show you how to melt the chocolate. In this particular design, I will be using the majority of white. When it comes to each chocolate, you want to melt them in 30-second intervals. The milk chocolate is going to melt much quicker. The white chocolate, you're going to have to literally take your time with, because white chocolate has a higher sugar content. So because of that, you have to be very careful. You can easily burn the white chocolate. So stand by, guys. I'm going to show you exactly how to melt it. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I used a little glass container. You can use Tupperware, whatever you want to use, long as it can go inside the microwave. That's the quicker way of doing it. And I put it in at 30 seconds, just one time. It's just the first time. And you want to move it around because you can kind of see that it has kind of melted already. So you want to kind of move it around. You have to be patient when it comes to the chocolate. Now, just in case it's a little thick, after you melt it all the way, you can easily put some coconut oil inside of the chocolate in order to thin it out. But this is exactly how you want to do it. Be patient with melting your chocolate, okay? So you see how I'm moving it around. It's not all the way melted. So we're going to put it back in for an additional 30 seconds. Okay, now I'm back, and you see how it has melted down a little more. So now you see it's a little bit more liquid, and what you want to simply do is just stir. And the chips that are in there that are not melted, they will eventually melt. Just calmly stir. This may be a long video, but I'm just trying to show you step by step, just in case this is your very first time doing this. so that you can be able to recreate this for yourself. If you just want to make them, you know, for family and friends, or you just want to give yourself a nice little treat for Valentine's Day, or just whatever, you know, just something to do. This can also be very, very calming. So it's also a good thing to basically relax yourself. So you see how I did that. I only put it in at 30-second intervals twice. Each time I did it, I put it in the first time, took it out, moved it around, put it in a second time, and you see it's like this. Okay? Now, I'm going to add a little bit more chips in right now, just to make it a little higher, because the strawberries I'm using are kind of big. So I'm going to add a few more chips, and we're going to go around, because sometimes the warmth of the chocolate that you already have, you just be patient and stir it around, it'll eventually melt the new chips that you done put in. And some of them are starting to melt already. Now, if you want to do a little cheater, put this back in the microwave, but only put it in there for like maybe 15 seconds, okay? So we're going to do that, and I'm going to come right back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and we have melted the chocolate, so it's still very nice and liquidy. If that's a word, okay? And pretty much what I've decided for the strawberries, what I'm going to do, and they all have been washed and cleaned. And so usually I think out my designs in my head, but I'm going to do 6 white chocolate and 6 milk chocolate. When I do melt the milk chocolate, I'll do that next. I'm just trying to do it in sections so that you guys can easily follow me. Now, the thing that you will need also is a foam flower board. You can get it in any size that you like. Sometimes I get the big ones. It don't matter if it's the green one or the white one. The white ones are usually cheaper, and they do last for a long time. But they are the foam boards. You can find these at Michael's or any craft store. Make sure they are the foam ones, you know, that you can easily stick it down in, okay? So we got that. Then the next thing that you will need is toothpicks. I use toothpicks inside of my strawberries, so that way when I dip them, I stick them straight in here, and I stick them straight up, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. The first 6 strawberries that we're going to do with the white chocolate, I'm going to do a combination of pink and red. I'm going to show you guys how to do a very easy swirl strawberry. And before I begin with that and show you exactly what I use for coloring, I'm going to put a little bit of flavoring in, and I'm going to do a little bit of Tutti Fruity. These are Lorain oils, and these are in 1 fluid ounce drams. You don't need a lot. I have all assortments of flavors. I have cheesecake, strawberry, kiwi, sparkling wine, and they're very concentrated, so you don't need a lot. So anything oil you can put inside of your chocolate, it has to be oil based, okay? So I'm just gonna put a little bit in, and I'm gonna go ahead and stir that in a little. Truly does go a long way. So I'm gonna make sure that is incorporated nicely. Again, when you're doing your chocolate covered strawberries, you just want to make sure that you are very patient with the process, especially until you get used to doing it. Because of the fact I'm used to doing strawberries, I can usually do it like really fast, but that's because of the fact I'm used to working with the chocolate. So now that we have our flavor in, which is very easy, don't worry about, you know, any little bubbles and stuff, just keep stirring, okay? When you color your chocolate, sorry that these look like this. You will find that with these oil-based colors, they can be a little messy. It just is what it is. But this is AmeriColor, so you can use either AmeriColor or Chef Master. Those two are the ones that are easily available. You can order them online. You can find them in any cake decorating store. I believe I do have some inside of my Amazon store. If not, I'll make sure that I put them inside, but they're easily available. Any color that you use to color your chocolate, it has to be an oil candy color. You cannot use regular food coloring. I get a lot of questions in my comment box asking me, can I just use regular food coloring? No, you cannot. Anything that you put inside of chocolate has to be oil-based. Chocolate and water of any kind do not deal with each other. Now, they do have powder colors available, but you have to make sure that it says that it is specifically for coloring chocolate. Very clear, because if you do not do that, you will have a huge mess. So I'm going to show you how to do the swirl method. This is how I do it. This is how the way I feel is easier. Now, with any oil color, you have to make sure you shake it up each time, because the actual coloring and the oil have to mix, so you got to shake it. Okay? And some colors, it may come out a little thick. Don't worry about that. We're not going to worry about that. So I've shooken it up enough. Ooh, it's made a mess. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit inside. But yes, make sure that you shake it up really good. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the red. Shake it up really nice. Put a few drops in. The red comes kind of thick sometimes. Some of the colors, like I said, it just depends. So you don't need that much. I'm going to actually take this out. Okay. And I'm going to take one of the toothpicks. I got it all over my hand. It is what it is. And I'm just going to just swirl it a little. You don't need that much. Just swirl it around. Okay, so you do it just like that. And then, wait, hold on, guys. Let me make sure I get and wipe my hands of this oil. Like I said, that's why I use gloves. First of all, it's sanitary and it's just safer when you're doing stuff like this. And unfortunately, when it comes to these pink gloves, I know a lot of people ask, unfortunately, they are not available anymore. I don't know when they will be available anymore. So actually, these are my very last pair. But okay, you take your strawberry, you see it's nicely washed, make sure it's dry, and you take 2 toothpicks and you stick it in the middle. Okay? Stick it in, and then you gather up the leaves. That's how I do it. I gather up the leaves so that they are out the way. I like the entire strawberry dipped as much as possible. And then I just simply go down, swirl around, lift up, and swirl. And that is how you do it. Very nice and beautiful and just simple. It is not hard to do these type of strawberries. You just got to take your time. And you see, I just simply stuck it in, and that's it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do another one. And you want to move kind of quick as well, because when you put the coloring in, especially if it is kind of thick, you want to hurry up because it can kind of seize up, or you know. So you just dip another one in. And see, it's that simple, I'm telling you guys. And just stick it straight in. So like I said, we're gonna do 6 of these, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 6 swirls. How you do it? Dip it in, go around. The toothpicks are good because it helps you have control over the strawberry. Lift up, you can twist. And you do that. The swirls are going to look different. If the chocolate kind of drips a little, don't worry. And you just stick it down. Stick it down. And then just grab your other one. You know, do however many that you want to do. I'm trying to see if I'm just going to keep it at 3. No, I think I am going to go ahead and do 6. Because sometimes I have, you know, ideal changes while I'm doing them. It happens. So I'm just showing you exactly how it would be if I was doing them. Okay, so dip down again. And just twist around. That's why the toothpick is so great, because it makes it easy for you to be able to do that. And then you just simply stick it down inside of the thing, and you see they're going to dry. I prefer them that way so that when people actually bite into the strawberry, they don't have that little pull part that will be uncomfortable for their tongues. Get that out of there. And so you just keep doing it until you know, get done with however many you decide to do for your particular design. You know, you can just start off very simple. It's very simple designs that you can do that do not take a lot of effort. It's just you know, making sure that you're neat with it. And let me see, I'm gonna have to move this out the way. It's starting to get a little crowded here. Usually I have bigger I usually have bigger things that I use, bigger flower boards, but we just working with what we got. And then I have one more to do, and then we'll move on to the next phase of this design. So this is our last strawberry. And you see, you know, you really don't have to put more coloring in. You could just work with what it is that you have and just dip in, you know, go around, all the way around the strawberry, twist it, shake a little. If it started to be like a little excess, you can do that towards the last one, and just lift up, and you see. It's really simple, guys. And we're gonna stick that in there, and we're gonna let them dry, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back, and the 6 strawberries are dry. I have them separated like this for a reason, because there's something I'm about to do. Now, I have some Imperial Gold. This is highlighter dust. You can find this inside of my Amazon store or at any cake decorating place, and this is how it looks. And basically what we're going to do, we're going to draw some little lines on the stripes. You can do it in any type of way that you want. And how you activate this is you use a little bit of lemon extract or vodka. I prefer lemon extract, okay? You don't need nothing but a little to try to achieve a nice little paste. I just simply dip the brush in, and you see how, let me try to show you guys up close as I can, and you see how it'll automatically liquefy. So, you know, as you get to working with it, you'll get better at knowing what consistency, but I just pick up a little at a time. You know, a little goes a long way. If you need to, you know, dip some more in, that's fine. But you see how it's like turning into like a little paste like. And so I'm gonna put a little more in here. And just press it down, and you will see it start to turn into a little paste. So I'm gonna put just a little more inside, and you can use any type of brush. There's no specific brush. I get little craft store brushes. You can use the little brushes from Wilton's, any little paint brush, and just put a little. See, I just put a little in, and there you go, and you'll be ready to paint. You know, and at any time you need to put a little more, you know, just do so. So I'm going to do like that, and let me see which one I'm going to take. I think I'll take this one. And you see how I have it real nice, beautiful swirling. And so I'll just take, you just pick whatever swirl that you want. There's no specific way to do it. And you just put a little line down. You know, you can make it as faint or pronounced as you like. You know, don't have to be perfect, but it's just a nice little addition to it. And actually, I'm gonna liquefy this a little more. It actually need to be liquid a little more. So that's why I say you gotta play around with the consistency of it. Okay, I put a little bit more in there. Okay, now that should be a little better. I'm gonna add a little bit more powder to it. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what we want. That right there. All right, sorry guys. You gotta play around with it. Yep, here we go. And just paint it on. Yeah, paint it on however you want to. There's no specific way. It's whatever your creativity entails. Let me try to hold it a little bit more steady. Yep, and you just put little lines on there any type of way that you want. Because you're just trying to make a nice little accent is what you're trying to do. There we go. Yep, there we go. Paint it on. And it'll all look excellent once your whole design comes together. But yeah, just a nice little beautiful accent. Yep. Follow the line around and that just brings a nice little touch to it. You know, it's just it's the little things that you do. Okay, so I'll set that one down right there. And we'll pick another one to do. I hope you guys are able to see well, so I'll dip it in the powder again. And just follow along however you want to do it. Just use the brush and just paint. And if you need to do back and forth dipping, it's fine to do. Lines don't have to be perfect. Yep, that's beautiful. So yeah, just simple like that. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome once you see all of it together. And you just do each one. You know, put you on some nice music. You know, have you a little glass of wine on the side if that's what you choose. You know, just look at it as though this is your form of meditation. I think that one looks great as well. Let's get this one. Okay. I'm just going to put a few little more, just little finishing touches on it. Make some of these lines a little brighter. Yeah, that'll be good like that. Okay, so I think these look awesome, and now we're going to move on to the chocolate ones. But yeah, these look dope. Stand by. All right guys, so now we're back and we're doing the melted chocolate the exact same way. Put it in at a 30-second interval. Stir it around after you get it out. And actually, I'm going to put a little bit more inside of this container. A little bit more of the chocolate morsels inside. Wafers, rather. Put a little bit more. Sorry, they're spilling everywhere. But yes, put a little bit more in and then put it at another 30 seconds. All right, guys, I'm back. And so I have the chocolate melted. I think it's like only one little wafer in here. And all you got to do is just keep stirring it and it will melt down. Okay. So now we're going to do our 6 chocolate strawberries. And how we're going to do these in particular is we're going to dip them in the chocolate. We're going to dip them in the chocolate. I'm going to put this paper towel right here. And the reason why is because I will be using some edible glitter. Okay, this is FDA approved fine edible glitter, and this is from Fancy Sprinkles. This is called Prism powder. They now have several different kinds of edible glitter from different companies. Prism powder is my favorite. They have some from the Sugar Art as well, and oh my god, I forgot the other kind that they have, which was actually the original one that made the edible glitter, but I like these kinds, okay? And this is in Fool's Gold. And the reason why, see how beautiful that is? And gold in particular goes really great on chocolate. It really stands out on chocolate. Even when it comes to painting on chocolate, any gold luster dust, it always shows up way better on chocolate, so always remember that. But the reason why I decided to use the paper towel is because whatever excess that spills, you can reuse that, okay? And then as you can see, I don't have a lot left, okay? So I'm gonna have to figure out how to spread this between 6 strawberries and stuff, but I'll figure it out exactly how I'm gonna do it. Okay, and I did not realize that, but that was my error. So please just make sure that you always have a good inventory of what it is that you have, okay? So we're gonna do the 2 toothpicks and the strawberry again. Hold it up as like so, okay? You're gonna take the strawberry and you're gonna dip it straight down, go all around to make sure all of the strawberry is covered, okay? Lift straight up and shake off the excess. Just continue to shake, 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 shake. And you see, you have a nicely dipped strawberry, and then you take your gold and you sprinkle it on. And it does fly everywhere, unfortunately, because it's so fine. But as you can see, it has a beautiful shine. So, you know, when I first began doing strawberries, the only thing that was available was unfortunately the disco dust, which is considered to be non-edible, is non-toxic. But yeah. But this right here is FDA approved glitter, and you see how beautiful that sparkles. That's going to be really, really awesome. And so shake off the excess. I don't decorate the back also, so that it can make it easier for the customer to put the strawberry, you know, nicely on their tongue. And also these strawberries tend to dry quick, so you see I just dipped it and it's already dry, okay? So I use mini cupcake tins. These happen to be red, but I use mini cupcake tins in order to sit my strawberries down in. I'm gonna go ahead and do that since this is already dry. And I just simply place it in, use, you know, slide the toothpicks out, and very beautiful presentation. So I'm going to show you how to do another one. And you know what? We may be able to spread these in between the 6 strawberries, even though they're rather huge. But I think we may be able to make it work. Because like I said, a little goes a long way rather. So I'm going to show you again how to dip. So you dip in, go all the way around, and just shake the excess off. Yep, shake it off. Dip up, and there you go, a nicely dipped strawberry. And that's something that you can practice also if you're just getting started. Let me make sure all the excess is off because I don't want none to fall on that. But you just shake until the chocolate starts to get a little still like this, and then we're gonna shake it on as gently as we can. Like I said, we're just doing the top. Okay, that's great. All right. Shake the excess off, and you have a beautifully glittered, edible glitter strawberry. And again, as you can see, the strawberry is already dry. For some reason, usually the plain strawberries where it's just dipped, they usually dry fast. And then it also too depends on the temperature of your strawberries. I would say to have your strawberries at room temperature. You don't have to. It just depends on what type of design you're doing. If the chocolate is not going to be exposed, you know, this would be okay. But yeah, I usually try to have my strawberries like in between room temperature, not super cold. Because if you're trying to do this, like if the strawberry was super cold, it would dry even quicker than this, and then you would not be able to have, you know, like if you were doing a sugar strawberry, you wouldn't be able to have that stick like that. So again, cupcake tin. And once again, that is Prism powder, fine edible glitter for food and drink, and that is from the company Fancy Sprinkles. Oh no. All right, so I had to hurry up and do that. All right, got it covered, Oh, you gotta make it work, All right, okay. All right, so there it goes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it. Yes, this thing got messy, y'all, but I had to hurry up and make sure that that I didn't let that strawberry dry and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this, get as much excess off as I can, and place it inside Take it out, and there we go. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm able to preserve this and use it again. So that's what we have the paper towel for. You know, you just try to preserve what you got, because these little powders and stuff, honey, they are not cheap. And I actually think the price on this glitter has went up, edible glitter, but it works. And I've had it for a while, and I've glittered several strawberries. So you see, I did not start off with a lot, because of course I had used it. But you're going to see exactly how I'm going to be able to sugar these last 3 huge strawberries. I probably made the paper towel a little bit too big. Let me see if we can get some more off of there. Oh no, sorry, this is in the way. But yep, it's coming out. Alright, so we got to make it do what it do. We about to go ahead and cover these last 3 strawberries, and then we'll be done. Whew, I was a little worried. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and dip these. I'm going to go ahead and dip it off camera, just to make the process a little quicker, because I know it's already been long. Y'all pretty much got the gist of how to dip a strawberry. If not, of course, you can always watch this video over and over again. Okay? So you see how quickly I dipped that, and now we gonna come in with the glitter. Shake it off. Alright, there we go. Okay, this one taking a little long to dry for some reason, which is cool. Okay, it's getting down to the wire, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick that one right there, because it's taking long to dry for some reason. Sometimes it'd be like that. Okay. I don't know why this thing keep moving like this. All right, here we go. All right. All right, so we got that one. This one, yep, is dry, so this one should be dry. So we're going to place this one over here. Remember to place it up in the board, your flour foam board. Take your mini cupcake tin, you can order them offline, and place them inside. And don't worry, it does not compromise the taste of the strawberry. It may be a little messy, but it does not mess with the flavor. Because like I said, this is edible. And now I'm going to pour the rest of this messy glitter inside of the container. See if I can get a little more inside. Sorry if I'm covering the camera, guys. All right. You know, I'm gonna have glitter all over the place. That's why I keep my hair covered a lot as well. Okay, so now, oh, wait a minute. Let me put a little bit, let me slide a little bit more in here. Sorry, guys. This right here gonna have to be off camera just for space. So we're trying to get as much in there because we got one large strawberry to do. All right, one more. This is the last one. I'm so glad that this stretched because I would have been super upset because this is the design I had in mind. So now I'm able to complete it because I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to come up with something else. All right, the last strawberry, guys. My chocolate actually starting to get thick, but it's still pliable enough, if that's the right word. It's still pliable enough for me to dip the last one. So sometimes it will do that too. So you have to, and then it's a little cold in my house because I make sure I turn off the heat when I do the strawberries, so it's not too hot. All right, this is our last one, guys. Are we gonna be able to cover it? I believe we are. Yes. Yes. Ooh, I was worried because I'm like, these strawberries are a little big. But we did it just right. Just right. Yes. All right, guys. So stay tuned. I'm going to put the rest of these inside of the cupcake tins, and then I'll show you what the finished product looks like. All right, guys. So these... well, this is how they came out. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful and simple strawberries that would make for a beautiful gift for yourself or your significant other. And they're very, very easy to do, as you guys can see. And now I'm going to actually show you guys how to box them. All right, guys. So we had a box. I will have the link in the description box, do not worry, to the particular box that I use. This is from the Paper Mart, and I'm going to show you guys how to put them in there. It's all about the way that you position the strawberries, okay? When they are big like this, you have to kind of turn them. You can't put them in here straight like this. You need to turn them in order to preserve room when they're big like this. Okay? And you just, you know, place them in there. Okay? I like the strawberries like this when they're close together, because to me it makes it to where the strawberry doesn't move around a lot when you're transporting them, and to me it just looks nicer. But you are free to experiment with whatever type of box that you would like that will make things easier for you. Like I tell everybody, when you're first starting off, I would say to experiment with BRP box. BRP box shop, because they are cheaper starting off. They have a lot of variety of boxes, so you just have to go with, you know, you have to experiment around with what you like. How do you plan on selling your strawberries? You know, are you going to do just dozens and half dozens? Are you going to do odd numbers? It just depends on you. You know, these boxes are a little bit more expensive. So it just depends. Yep, so you just kind of like put them around a certain type of way. And just, like I said, they fit. And you just adjust them as much as you can. Sorry, you gotta move that around. Adjust them as much as you can, and that's pretty much how that goes. Oh, I'm sorry, I moved a little bit off the top of that one. I could just paint some more on there. But yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. I'll fix that strawberry. But yeah, that's how you box them. Box them really nicely. And let me see. And you cover that right on up. And there you go. Your beautiful Valentine's Day strawberry. You put the clear lid on top. You can bundle it up really nice. You can use twist ties. You can use a ribbon, whatever you want to use in order to make it beautiful. Very easy to do. And I hope you guys enjoy the strawberry tutorial. Sorry it took so long, but hopefully you like it. Thank you. Bye.